Taking that Ashiok. And their Tomeo, I think. Hello, good game. Welcome back, ghouls and goblins. I hope you're all having a magical day. Thank you so much for taking the time to support the channel. Historic 100 card brawl, free queue, 3,000 experience for your first win. Are you guys ready? This is just a taste of what's to come. I know I'm, getting on the tinfoil hat on here, but we have new system updates. The game's going to be running on a new platform, so they say. And I do remember a long time ago reading an article talking about, oh no, we can't do two-headed giant, we can't do 4-player commander because the current system would need an overhaul right from the ground up. And that's what we just received, is a complete system overhaul. They delayed it a couple days. That's going to be coming out on the 24th, and then the Historic Horizons on the 26th, which adds so many cards to the Historic Brawl queue. I mean, the Historic queue, but let's get real, right? It's the Historic Brawl. It's the EDH queue, or getting close to it, if you will. I'm sure they'll always call it Historic Brawl, but this is the first of many historic videos to come, right? So as far as my personal format goes, I'm probably going to be playing one match, because historic brawl matches go for a while. We're talking hour-long matches, right? So it's going to be this deck versus that deck, right? We're going to rip through the deck lists, just talk about our general strategies and synergies, because it's too much work to go through 100 cards, as I'm sure you don't even really want me to, right? So I'm just touching on the important things, strategies, synergies, then showcasing the gameplay footage, and of course wrapping up with our final thoughts. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Is two-headed giant and 4-player historic 100 card brawl something that you would like Wizards to add to the game? If so, like the video, and let's go check out this deck. Alrighty, King of Disruption, Xanathar, Guild Kingpin is our commander, and this boy's beefy, right? This is a 5/6, and at the beginning of your upkeep, choose a target opponent until the end of turn. That player can't cast spells. You may look at the top card of their library at any time, and you may play the top card of their library, and you may spend mana as though it were any mana color to cast the spell this way. So the really cool thing here is the fact that we can choose what our opponent draws with their next turn, right? So if we can get them with an empty hand or a dead hand filled with duds that doesn't interact with us, we can set a land on top of their library, basically play everything that's a non-land, leave that land there once it's available to them. They draw that, that's their whole turn, we go at it again, right? So that's going to be where we run away with matches via Xanathar Guild Kingpin as our commander. It's a Dimir control deck, right? We've got a 3.8 average mana value, 54 non-creatures and 10 creatures, sitting at that 35 land total because of the higher card volume in the deck. And there's a lot of removal here. There's a lot of draw here. And then we're getting some, shenanigan value to it as well. So, like Brainstorm, draw, opt, draw, Bloodchief's Thirst, removal, Dark Ritual, ramp, which is really interesting at instant speed, very good. Fatal Push, removal, Shambling Gas, ramp / removal. Frogify is great because you can turn their commander into a 1/1. It loses its abilities. Into the Royal, disruption for the bounce. Kasmina's Transmutation, the same as Frogify. Mystic Subdual, the same as the Transmutation and Frogify, right? Just shutting down those commanders. Tails and Counterspell on their commander, probably. Counterspell for Counterspell, Deadly Dispute for draw, Doomblade for removal. Feed the Swarm removal, Heartless Act removal, Tyrant Scorn removal / bounce effect for interruption. Arcane Signet ramp, Gleaming Barrier, Defender / ramp. Mazemind Tome is a draw engine. Treasure Map is really cool here, getting that scrying and ramping with those treasures later on if we need to draw. Blue Sun Zenith for the draw. Thief of Sanity, that's that little bit of wacky spice that I'm talking about. We can now use our opponent's deck, which is really cool, similar to the Guild Kingpin. Murderous Rider for removal, Grim Tutor for a search effect from our library. Soul Shatter removal, Merchant, ramp / draw, Elspeth's Nightmare removal / disruption. Narset is draw, disruption, disallow, disruption, Brazen Borrower, that nice bounce effect, disruption basically. The Visions, instant speed draw / land, clock, ramp, draw later on in game, which is pretty cool. As Foretold, since we have so many instant speed spells in the deck, this is really cool because once each turn, so on our turn and on our opponent's turn, which is really cool. We're getting some free casts in there. Removal through the Mastery and the Event and the Mauling and Languish. Masterminds, Acquisitions is a nice search effect. Removal through Soot. The Expertise, nice removal here as well. Getting us to cast a second spell, which is cool. Hostage Taker, similar to Thief of Sanity, allowing us to grab one of our opponent's creatures. Cosmos Elixir, draw, life gain, Amulet, reducing the cost of instances and sorceries, and then allowing us to copy those instances and sorceries once it transforms with 4 counters. That's great. Simulacrums, ramp and draw. Draw through the lore. Verdict is removal. Ashiok, nice removal here. You know, field presence as well. The command, really, really good interruption, removal, counter, whatever you want to call it. The deck of many things. There's that silly spice, you know, drawing cards. Maybe, you know, taking cards from our graveyard and as well as putting a creature card from the graveyard into play, and when it dies, you'll win. So, you know, just grabbing one of your opponent's creatures there for the most part. We have Rags and Riches, you know, removal and gain control of creature. Shark Typhoon, make sharks, cycle it for your own. Mordenkind, make the dogs draw cards, right? Counterspell, removal. Liliana's amazing, right? Drawing cards, making zombies. Professor's amazing, drawing cards, controlling the field. Agent of Treachery, stealing your opponent's baddies. Alrund's Epiphany, double turn, you know, that's great. The Beast, grabbing control of their thing as well. Restoration for the draw. Ugin for the minus. Wiper. Magic Mirror for the sick draw. And Core Augur for the draw as well. Castle Vantress can scry. We've got Snowlands for the Haven, the Graven Lore, and Blood on the Snow. And then the Tower, Catacomb, Pathway, you know, just kind of fill things up. So that's my 100 card historic Brawl deck for Xanathar Guild Kingpin. General strategy and synergy. Curvo, right? You want to be playing a land every single turn and, you know, just control that field. Remove threats, counter threats, play your own threats. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, and hopefully you can get some cool value out of your opponent's deck as well through the Kingpin, through Thief of Sanity, and your Hostage Taker. Not to mention the Agent of Treachery as well. So that's it. Enjoy today's gameplay footage. Support the channel, right? It's free to like the video, help the algorithm out. If you want to see more cool content like this, be sure to subscribe. At 35,000 subs, I'm giving away a complete rare D&D playset. Do not miss out. Join the Discord. Put your name on the list. That's in the link tree, link description below, or give it a Google. Have a magical day, and we'll see you soon to wrap up with our final thoughts. All right, going first, land is bad, free mulligan, which is very cool. I'm gonna take this. It's not great, obviously, but you know, we can opt for another island, and you know, Narset's in play. She can pull a wipe. We do need another Swampskis as well. Let's take this immediately. The land can stay. That's great. That's good too. Just another swamp would be cool. Moving on. Narset's up. Disallow is open. Niv is a 5-drop. Holy Toledos. A dragon as well. Oh my gosh. A historic Tiamat deck. Historic Tiamat Brawl deck. Are we doing it? That could be cool. That could be a lot of fun. Honestly. Let's shut down their draw. We're going to pick up non-creature here. The tome is really good. You know, just trying to do our best, acting as a control deck. It's hard to play a control brawl deck, in my opinion, but I think mid-range is the best, but it is what it is. They spend their turn on Rip Apart, killing Narset. Continuing to play slow. Tome's in play, pass our turn. Taking a draw with the tome. We have all of the land we need. You know, a creature land or a module land would be nice. So whenever we draw, we have to pay 2. Or they create treasure. So we're going to take the draw right now, before that enters. I will pay 2. And they can screw off Randy. Passing our turn. We have a Disallow open here. Soul Shatter as well. I think they can do it. Are you kidding me? No. Not a friggin' chance, Randy. They're so lucky. Let's take that Scry. It's not bad, but it's not a land. Resolve, no treasures for you. Auto pay, land out. Amulet is a go. Passing our turn. They had a free turn here, right? They can do whatever they want, uninterrupted. Uro. Lovely. Gain 3 life, draw a card, land into the battlefield. I can't believe they didn't keep the updated creatures that they're testing. They have 4 mana, not of the right types. Lantern solves that problem. Taking a Scry. We're at 6. That is good. I'm gonna give it to them. I think, right? We'd have to have it survive. I don't know if it will. That's big puppy dog, though. Woof, woof. 8-8 in play. I want to get Xanathar out. Hopefully play one of their boluses. That would be amazing. Niv in play. So big draw. Big draw. They get a binding, which is sick, and they get oh, it's actually a huge list here. They have access to the Scorn. They have access to Mortify. And they have access to Binding. And they can't double cast unless there's another 2-drop in their hand. They bounce the 8-8 token. The dragon has Summoning Sickness. They have 2 mana. Let's take the Scry. Draws kind of suck for us. The draw 3 cards is really bad right now. I'm gonna pay for it. Make another Pooch, which draws their attention. Do I Soul Shatter this thing now, or on their turn? I think we just do it now, and then the charge counter goes out, which is nice. We need 4 charge counters to flip it, and then we can be copying our spells. I wish I had counter magic. Creature's dead. And now they binding to kill Mordenkainen. That's good, right? We didn't really... Oh, the Scarab God. Instead. We do get to draw 2, put 1 on the bottom. It looks like. which isn't good because the tithe. Ritual can go. Oh lord, these treasures are going to get out of hand. Right, we've been holding off on all of the draws. This enchantment has really been boning us. We don't want to blood on the snow until we can get our Planeswalker back. Have your treasure. Oh man, this is just so bad. And they have this binding that they're saving for us.
The entire multiverse is my library.
I know, I know. Hopefully they don't have a mana dump. Let's make a treasure. You know, it's just more draw that we almost don't want to do, right? But it can get in the way, right? Like, it can block this Scarab God. We're not tapping it either, so I think we can activate this ability now, which is great. Binding kills the Merchant. And then they... Yeah, they should have triggered the Merchant on that and then attacked the Planeswalker, I think, but regardless, it's in the graveyard for Blood on the Snow now.
Has ruined the balance.
Oh man, this sucks. Whenever we draw, they get a treasure. Smothering to the tithe? Tithe? It's getting us regardless. We're not playing anything for 2, so we can decline this, or auto-pay it, sorry. Nice. Snagging our creature. It's an exile now, so it's gone. Into the north, search your library for Snowland, put it into the battlefield tapped, and shuffle. That's actually pretty cool. That's a decent card. Oh, man. So we have to... No, we can actually decline this. But does it matter? But I'm not casting anything else for 2. Oh, and I want this for 6. I don't know if I'll be able to do that because this reduces it. I don't want to cast this for 5. I want to cast this for 6. That could be problematic. Maybe we're just playing Narset then. I mean, maybe it is time to go with it. We don't have protection, though. We have 29 life. We can withstand some beatdowns. They would maybe draw removal, though, with a Niv again. It's a really hard call. Sure, whatever, let's go for it. Destroy the creatures. Can I pay 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No! Shooting ourselves in the foot here. Nice little minus here. This is looking at them, we're not actually drawing. Which is cool. Maybe Professor Onyx helps us out? Oh, man. Back to their hand. Scarab God is great. This Smothering Tithe. Tithe? Tithy? I do not know. I've messed that up my entire career here. I think Tithe. It's good, though. Especially against us, because we want to be drawing cards all the time. Alright, so here it is. Holy Toledos. Look at this. Dovin's Veto. You know, Timeo, Nico Bolas, Denial, Escape to the Wilds. That is just silly value. Silly frickin' value, man. Counter non-creature spell. Great. And that's not a draw effect either. It's a look at. It's similar to Narset. Which is brutal. Tithe? Yeah. So the amount of mana they have with the treasures basically allows them to do anything. And as long as they have that veto in hand, we're not going to get to play an Ugin to save us. Our Lord and Savior, right? Bolas back to the hand. Nice, man. That's pretty cool. Let's take this draw.
Meditate and prepare.
As Foretold is good, but it's like, how long is this going to go on for? It might be good to pull our counter. No, we need, I think this Transmutation. And then this, I'm pretty sure, should get vetoed. It doesn't. Brutal. This will, though. There's no way they let Magic Mirror hit play. Like, that gets countered for shizzle, my nizzle. Yeah. It is what it is. Trying to get those counterspells out of the way so we can get Professor out. We're in deep here. Like, this is pretty scary territory.
Overwhelming.
We have no counter magic here. Bolus grabs Tamayo's abilities. Right, can do all of the abilities as the static ability, which is pretty cool. So, you know, minusing from their graveyard seems to be pretty juicy, and they take their counterspell. Great, great play. We could take Rags. I guess that's worth countering, maybe. Be cool if it did it to the Planeswalkers, too.
I know I noted this somewhere.
Yeah, they just, like, have unlimited resources, unlimited mana. They are completely set up, and it's this Niv Mizzet commander. That ETB is really, really dirty. Quite amazing. We're gonna do our best, though, right? I do like the Brawl matches, right? They can go on a little longer than our typical match. They can swing back and forth a few times pretty nicely. But again, you know, it's looking like it's gonna swing in our opponent's favor here for sure. You know, there's 4 available mana for them. And they have that counterspell. At this point, I don't care. Take your treasures. That's going to be our 4th counter on the amulet, which transforms it. And now we can tap it to add 1 mana of any color. When we use that mana to cast an instant or sorcery, we get to copy it and choose new targets, which is really cool. We're going to transform that, which is nice. Wipe the field of their creatures. They do get their dumbass dragon back, though. And, you know, it's sad that they have a counter. That they have removal. That they can make a billion treasures. Right? We're going to add a blue here. For 1, and then we need 1, 2, and then it's draw 1, 2, 3, 4. They're gonna love this mana. Absolutely, they're gonna love this mana. Gets the counter. It can't counter the copy, though. I imagine they just draw that counterspell back to their hand, though. Treasure City. No Ugin in hand. That's kind of what we were hoping for. And they're just like, well, I've got unlimited mana thanks to that. I'm going to take a little dig skis too. Right? It's, draw 2 cards and put a land into the battlefield for 4 at instant speed. Great stuff. Oh, no. We can exile a land from our hand.
My schemes are never-ending.
Ugin's plus ability is great. So good. Oh, into our hand. They might take Subdual or probably Professor Onyx, most likely. Right, probably Professor Onyx. Let's get real. Yeah. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. There's the token, and, you know, they just escape to the wilds in hand. The Scarab God's there. I mean, they've got the Titans. Like, this deck is stacked. You are not prepared, mortal. But we've gone the distance with them, right? Like, you know, they're trying all sorts of weird stuff with us that we persevered through. We're halfway through their deck. Oh, we're at 69 cards. Lamau. Chamber Sentry as a 5/5. So they're getting a little bit more serious about it. They want to try to remove Some of the goodies, man. I don't know if Tomato goes -3 for a counterspell or not. Do you think she does it? She's like, we just need to have veto up no matter the cost, or is it another plus? Crazy! They know we don't have anything. Right? None of these planeswalkers are mana value 3 or less. Woof. I mean, I guess that is. We can finally get this enchantment. We need the verdict. We can use the aftermath later. And now that there's no counterspell, I think... I mean, not that it matters because they already have so much mana, you know what I mean? But, frig, it's hard. It is hard. Like, I want to remove it, but... At the same time, we have to first remove the creatures or we're dead. Which shouldn't be a problem.
I think you will find my notes helpful.
Maybe we can just top deck an Ugin, get everything in one swing here. Holy, Fires of Intervention, the Solar Blaze. Crazy, man. Let's clean it up. The Exile is good. Very good. Ashia can minus on us at like any time. Which is bad. Right, we don't want to play our creature when Ashok just minuses. This is what it is. Man, where was this at the start of the game? You know what I mean? Right? That's our turn. We are quite literally out of juice. We didn't get a chance to safely play our Xeristan. We can toss a land. Right, just a tapped land. I mean, it does get out of control. Oh, could I have blood on the snowback, please? I want to destroy all the planeswalkers. Pretty please. Just want to destroy all those planeswalkers. 100 car brawls go the distance, right? We've been here in game for 26 minutes already. And I think we've still got lots more in us. Our opponent probably grabs their Dovin's Veto, I'd assume. But who knows, right? It's a safe play. Fires of Intervention. Pretty deadly, right? So they can cast 2 spells on their turn. They can no longer cast spells on our turn, right? So counter magic, no longer a problem. But they can cast 2 on theirs, basically for free. But when they have so much mana, it's irrelevant. Doesn't matter because they can already pay for it really, really easily. Right? The treasures are also irrelevant. We should have left them. Yeah. I mean, I'm just gonna snag the Scarab God. It can lose its abilities. And they can wipe their own field, I guess. Uh-oh. So there's no way we survive this turn, right? We know this. We know this. Dodge. They just have so much value. Destroying our Kingpin. Back to the command zone. That did get rid of their Nicobolus, which is nice. I mean, Ashiok can -7 at any point, which is really bad. We just need Ugin, right? We still have plenty of cards to go, though. 67. Not everybody draws 5 cards a turn. Our opponent's down to 50. 17 cards ahead of us. Holy Toledos. Holy moly, guacamole. So much draw. They really want casualties of war. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 5. So we can get our Scry on after this, of course. Oh, that was a nice card. Hit for 5, down to 20. It's like a little late. The draw is good. Ashiok still has that minus available. They're gonna get so much from this. But again, they already have so much, and they're free casting anyways. So, of course, you know, we're copying this, which is great, and, you know, regardless of how many treasures they make, we're going to find our card eventually. That's going to catch us up. I like the look of that. Too late. I mean, this is good too, but... odds and evens. The exile on this would be superb, though. We should be able to just get it in the way of it. Taking that Ashiok. And their Timeo, I think. Planeswalkers are nasty, man. So we actually are copying our Baleful Mastery instead of the Graven Lore. Just the way that mana worked out. Which was long-term beneficial for us, actually. I messed that up when I was paying mana. I should have done it automatically. Do they have, like, a bunch of gods? Yeah. Oh, we need that Extinction Event that's on the bottom. Well, no, they're even and odds. Holy Toledos. This is bad. This is bad. Oh my gosh. Oh my lantern. They have Vanishing Verse to exile. Oh no, they lost that. Great. I mean, they're gonna nuke it immediately. I'm gonna take the Locust God. They're gonna draw, discard, make a 1/1. through the ability, right? They could do it again as well, just spending their treasures. And that's kind of why I want it. I mean, you know, they can mine us through the Scorpion God and kill us too, but if we get it in play, they don't get it back, is the thing. And that's just going to slow them down a bit. Alright, we have a chump blocker. And the 4/4 as well. I think that the draw ability, if we had a red source of mana, would be cool. They're going right for it. They're just going to clean our board state. Right, definitely Clarion's pretty aggressive here. Or they just sink it in with the Scorpion God. Yikes. 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 Can I be the owner, please? LOL. I do get the emblem, but I'm pretty sure they're still the card owner, right? We block this, we're just, you know, biding our time. I'm surprised they didn't throw out more minuses on it. Right, and then get a huge hit in. That would have been more effective, I think. They also don't attack with the flyer. Cold Steel Heart in play. As a red mana, cool. And then, yeah, back to their hand, because they're the owner. Come on, Ugin, where are you? You know what I mean? They can activate it 3, 6, 9, 4 times. Or no, 3 times. Should we just take the massive draw? It's all of our mana but 1. Copying this is irrelevant. They have removal at will. We just need Ugin. It's at our end step, so I want those 7 cards right now. Luckily, we're not giving them 7 treasures. I mean, we can do mana value 4 or less. Just of creature. Not enough. I mean, we could copy it, I guess. Let's toss 2 lands. You know, to refill our hand is really good. Where is Ugin? Honestly, I think he really is on the bottom. Alright, so this hurts. They get to draw. We can destroy 2 creatures with mana value 4 or less. Why aren't you 5 or less? I know, right? I know, man. I know, man. Just stopping some damage. We're still hit for 10, down to 3. Like Ugin or bust, right? A really cool match, though. I had a lot of fun here. All of these Scarab gods, the legendary gods from Amonkhet, like, that's pretty cool. Can Ugin save the day? Holy Toledo's, not if they get a counterspell. Negative. But they do get some cool cards there, right? Teferi. Come on. Ah, that's not it. We played for 6. That leaves us 4. Can this be any color? Yes. I don't know, Billy. This is looking pretty risky biscuits. We're gonna copy that, but, you know, it's just... I don't think enough! And it's like it's all bad. It's all very bad. So, I mean... Did I say very bad? I meant, like, extraordinary bad. I don't know, honestly, how we're still holding up here. Like, the fact that we're still playing this Brawl match, to me, is incredible. Like, we're 40 minutes down the road here. They get another attacker. That's a bummer. I think that gives them lethal. Especially if they do it multiple times. Good game. Yeah, that is 100% lethal. And, of course, they're drawing more cards, but... It is what it is. Xanathar didn't really get to see much play just because our opponent had us locked down so effectively the whole game. You know, absolutely wowzers there. It's cool that we did end up putting in a decent fight, right? They're down to 30 cards. We played through 70 of their cards. We're down through half of our deck as well. Heck of a game. Casualties of War. They finally get that card they were searching for, right? And holy Toledo's. I just want to say great game, Sean. Or Cody, however you'll have it. No, that's not a sleepy emote. That's those are hearts. No, I'm okay. Good game, my friend. Whoa! That was intense. Big oofs. Okay, what a match. Holy moly guacamole. That was a 42-minute match. And it was great. I had a pretty cool time. I wish we could have drawn Ugin. I don't know where Ugin was. Could have saved us. Like, if we would have top-decked Ugin right before they killed us and kind of reset the field again, that could have been cool. But sadly, it didn't seem to matter how many cards we drew. We just couldn't find the guy. And, you know, sometimes that's how it is. That's why we have the tutor effects like Grim Tutor, you know, like Mastermind's Acquisition in the deck. So if we can't find it, maybe we can find one of those to find it instead. But, you know, no such luck was there. And went through more than half of our library, because we were putting things on the bottom as well, right? But end of the day, an amazing match. I'm really looking forward to where Arena goes from here. I personally think it's two-headed giant, multiple player, historic Brawl commander, whatever you want to call it. Oh, the future is bright. It might take a while, but by the sounds of things, it could be sooner than we think. Hope you guys enjoyed watching. Have a magical day. Make sure to like the video to help support. Subscribe to the channel if you want in on more cool content just like this. And check out the link tree. Maybe become a Patreon. more importantly than everything, have a magical day, and we'll see you soon in the next.